For more on Trump's first year in office, we're joined by Ben Margulies, a research fellow at the University of Warwick. He's in Coventry in the UK right now. Thanks so much for joining us, Ben. These are historically low approval ratings for a president's first year since being elected, but still, it's a good way from the lowest ratings ever. I mean, George W. Bush got down to 25%. And regardless, Trump's core supporters really don't care. So how is Trump doing, in your opinion?
What's interesting in contrast is that Bush got down to 25% after 6 years in office and several policy failures. I think Trump's core supporters identify with him in terms that he embodies the way they see themselves in the nation, and that's why they're so loyal. But there's a limit to the number of those supporters, which is why, the election, though he won, was such a close-run thing. In terms of practical accomplishments, I don't think Trump has many. He's failed so far on health care, on taxes. His diplomatic record has been limited. But to his core supporters, it's a matter of identity, of seeing themselves in office and themselves reflected back to them from the halls of power. So they're going to remain loyal for, quite a while yet.
Talk a little bit more about the policies and, his major campaign promises. Has he delivered on the wall that Mexico would pay for? He said. You also mentioned health care. Did he repeal and replace Obamacare, for example?
No. So far, his attempts to replace Obamacare, to reform the health care system have largely failed. He's cut back or ended certain subsidies to insurance companies as part of Obamacare, but he hasn't replaced it with a new system. The Congress is still debating tax reforms. For his core supporters, the main concern will be less economic policy, at least at the moment, and more related to immigration. And in this case, he's been he's demonstrated strength. He showed a hostility to immigrants by repealing the Dreamer executive order, through his attempts at extreme vetting. But even there, it's more of a performance of hostility to immigrants or non-white groups than it is a lot of policy accomplishment.
Okay, Ben Margulies, thank you so much for joining us from Coventry.